Hey there guys, Javi for 8-Bit Gaming bringing you the latest Star Wars Battlefront news. So, earlier this evening, EA confirmed on Twitter that Star Wars Battlefront will be shown, gameplay will be shown at their press conference on June 15th at E3. I'm really excited about this because, like a lot of other Star Wars Battlefront fans, I just want to see what the game looks like. They showed a little bit of it off at the Star Wars Experience in April, but I didn't really get to see a lot of that. As I wasn't actually there, so I'm really excited to see what they've actually done. There's been an awful lot of conflicting information coming out about this, so it'll be interesting to see quite what they've done with it. What they did show, the trailer they showed was all CG, so it'll be nice to see some actual in-game, what it actually looks like instead of just some rendered rubbish. They've constantly talked about this being a reboot rather than a sequel, so they haven't wanted to necessarily bring every feature that you saw in Battlefront 2 and Battlefront 1 forward to this. It's not Battlefront 3, it's Star Wars Battlefront. So they've focused on, there's going to be first and third person shooting, so they're taking probably some of the things they've developed in Battlefield games, but also the more traditional view you saw in Battlefront 1 and 2. You'll be able to play with the action heroes. We don't really know how that works yet. I'm assuming more will be explained in time, but it definitely seems like a different system to before. It doesn't seem like you just get a certain number of kills and you can become the hero in multiplayer. So that could be good or bad. It was a bit easy to be the hero before, so maybe this will make it more difficult, but maybe make the heroes that bit more important on the battlefield. They've also said they've created new game modes and some new maps that are sort of special to these game modes, one of which, and this is quite important to me because I have had a big problem with the fact there's no space battles. There's I believe they call it Fighter Squadron mode, is what they're calling it. And basically it's similar to, there were modes on Battlefield where you just have jets, so this is exactly the same. It'll be in canyons and things, and it'll just be X-Wing versus TIE Fighter Starfighter combat, which is good that at least it's there. It sort of puts the no space battle thing kind of down on the list. Hopefully they'll still bring it later on. I'm sure it'll be paid DLC, but I'll probably pick that kind of thing up because I really, really want it. I thought it was one of the best bits of Battlefront 2 when you got a really, really epic starship battle. So we'll see what they do with that. They've also said they've created missions for those of you that aren't massively into the huge scale battles that DICE have been known for, particularly in Battlefield 3 and 4. There are the smaller scale options, which there were in those games, but they were basically the same thing with fewer people. They've created special dedicated things for those of you that aren't interested in large scale warfare, so that will also be good. Obviously we'll get an awful lot more information about this, possibly close to the time, but also at the press conference, June 15th at E3. So, what are your thoughts? Leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. We're also all over social media and other formats. I'll leave all those details in the description below. There'll be more news all day and every day with 8-Bit Gaming. So I hope to see some of you again soon. Bye guys.